Hello, hello, my friends. Very much welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you. Those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Melinda Molnar. Thank you very much for being here in the channel. So today I want to talk to you about something really important. Really important. It's a space within us that is the one that makes the decision to go forward. It is the part of our identity that either believes, trusts in the unseen, or that which doesn't. Okay? And this is a space of, I think they call it the rite of passage, because everyone that I know, everyone that I have heard of, on their spiritual journey has walked through this space. It's almost like this is where you really make the decision as to who you are. And this space within you is, let's experience it for ourselves too, right? Because we're talking to all of ourselves, I'm not only talking to your mind. We are living now, we are experiencing life now. Okay, so take a deep breath within you, and simply it's like you seat yourself in front of your heart. Like allow yourself to perceive your awareness sitting in front of your heart, listening for the voice within you, listening also what I'm saying, and feeling for yourself what's true, and finding yourself within that. Finding yourself within that space. Okay? And if you take a deep breath into this space and ask you who you are, what is the answer that comes back? Okay? And do you walk and think and act from that space at all times? This is the question. This is the question that leads for you to see that space as to who you are. Because if you receive the inspirations, the visions, the word, the yes, I'm going to do this in my life. This is what I want. This is my dream. I know I can get it. But on your walk, or in a different word, as you're expanding yourself to receive that experience, yes, because ultimately you're digesting it through. As you're letting it come through, if you have, and like I said, everybody I knew I had, old thoughts of yourself, old beliefs of yourself, old habits of talking to yourself, old habits of behaving in certain places, habits of behaving a certain way at certain times. Those are your like little walls, if you will. And so many people are stuck in this space because they see the vision, the future, and they want to step into it, but their action is from that habit. And therefore it causes what I call the spiritual wobble, is when you like, man, I was just like, I was really feeling God speaking through me, and I know that I had to do it, and then like, man, it's like 2 weeks later, and every time I sat down to do something important, it was like, there's just almost like this bubble not letting me get there. The other side of the magnet that pushes away. That is the space that must be brought into union. This is why it's important. Because if you don't step through this, then you cannot continue along in your clean way, in your best way, in your truth, in the flow of your guidance, on the river of the light coming within you. God's word. I hope all these descriptions are helpful to bring it closer and closer. That space is within us, and we are the only ones who can help it. You can do a lot of things to help it. You can keep yourself in this remembrance. You can keep yourself in this remembrance by clarifying who you really are, by speaking it to yourself. Yes, I am that which receives the light of the Creator. Therefore, I am the emanation. I am the child of. I am the physical expression of this beautiful creative light. See, the more you talk to yourself in the remembrance, the longer you keep yourself in this space. And then in this space then is where you make your decisions from and you move. Okay? This is all I wanted to add in here, because this is quite a bit to fold, to unfold and unpack within you. You know, this is something that takes practice. You know, it has taken me, first of all, years of recognition of this space. And that's why I want to give it to you, to compress some time for you, so you don't keep looping as to why can't I, what is this? You know, and this shows in so many ways. I go to church, I read the Bible every day, I write little notes for myself, but then I have this really terrible argument with my husband. You know, this is I'm trying so hard with my kids and we're doing good, and all of a sudden one of them blows up in me and I just can't believe it and my heart crushes. This is, I've been trying for years to bring my coaching forward, and it seems like there are a gazillion things to do, and every time I get close to finishing one, there's like, whoa, this other thing, and I can't ground. You know, this shows in many ways, and that is why in your new identity you're putting a stop to that. You are deciding in that space within you that, okay, I am only flowing now with the light of truth. I am only embodying the light of truth. I am only available for truth to come through. I now am the vessel. I am now the instrument, the vehicle that God's word comes through. I create into the world through my truth, through this love that's flowing within me. Okay? That must be your decision. And when you make that decision, my friend, your steps will be carried. Yes, carried. It will be light, because you have united with the highest power in your life. This is what I have for you today. If this interests you, if you said, okay, but I want to be able to stay here, I am doing a 5-day challenge to stabilize your spiritual wobble. It is free for you. All I ask is that when you commit to come, that you do come every day, or that you do listen to the replay every day, because this is an internal walk. We are shifting spaces within. This is experiential. And while it is free to you, consider this as high value, because this shifts your position in life. This shifts your identity. So this shifts the possibility of very different outcomes in your life. And the reason why I say possibility, because ultimately it is you who takes the action on your decisions. So check the link in the description, and I will see you there. Thank you, my friends.